All right, everyone, welcome again to DayvissonGPT, DGPT. Myself here, the Tech Sales Hacker. So excited to be here today. It's Friday again. It's 9 p.m. Central Time. Speaking from Dallas, Texas. I believe everything's working just fine. I'm streaming now live here on LinkedIn, also on YouTube and Facebook. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, and if you have a question, you're gonna have to come to LinkedIn. I live and breathe and work here on LinkedIn the whole week. So if you do not have an account, create an account because you're missing out. Super excited to be here today. Hopefully everything's working out. Just give me 1 second because I always have to double check if it's working or not. It's kind of tricky sometimes to see, but give me 1 second here, and then I'll be right on. All right, I believe it's working. Hey everyone, looks like there's one attendee. There's someone watching. All right, so if there is 1, 10, 100, 1,000, it doesn't matter for me. I'm here for you. My goal is to help you, serve you. This is the 1 hour I'm reserving every single week to help. A lot of people come to me during the week. They ask me, "Hey, Davidson, do you have 5 minutes? Do you have 15 minutes? Do you have 30 minutes? Do you have 1 hour? Can you jump on a cough chat, cough call, all that stuff?" Like I can't. I cannot physically be in all those places at the same time. I haven't figured out there yet how to multiply and duplicate myself. I know technology is coming, so someday someone just like me is going to be speaking in different places. It's going to be doing the dishes. It's going to be doing coaching. It's going to be jumping on calls. It's going to be doing groceries, and it's going to be watching the kids. Anyways, not really. It's just going to be me. But I'm super happy to be here. I created DayvissonGPT for one reason only, to serve you. Um, I created this show during paternity leave when I was out of work and I was wondering how to give back to the community of tech sellers, and I was getting a lot of questions. I have been posting here on LinkedIn for over a year, every single day from Monday to Saturday, and people started to ask me questions. And again, they're asking to jump on calls, and those 15-minute calls turn into 30-minute calls and 1 hour calls, and I just can't do it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to come up with 1 hour every single week. And I didn't do every week, but here I am, 1 hour every week, and I'm going to answer any questions. Now, the biggest challenge here is that the people who did the most, they're not going to ask the questions. It's really interesting. Um, I wouldn't say the people that need the most. I would say a lot of people. I would say 80% of the people are looking for jobs, but they don't want to be public. They don't want to be visible. They don't want other people to know. They don't want their manager to know that they're asking a question on a live show that's telling them how to find their next best opportunity. So it's really tricky, and I get it. I understand. I would be skeptical myself to ask questions on a live show who's talking about, how do you get to your next best job? And then if I'm employed, then it's gonna be like, okay. Now for this reason, I'm giving you the opportunity to go on my DM. If you go on my DM and if you drop the question on my DM, meaning direct message, if you connect with me on LinkedIn, if you send me a question, I promise that I will answer your question here, and I will not mention your name. I will not mention your name, and I'll answer your question, and I hopefully I'll be able to serve you and help you. Now, if you want to send me a question during the week, I may not make time to jump on a call with you, but I can answer the question here for you. Okay, so you can go back and you can listen to this 1 hour live show here, and then you can hopefully see your question answered. All right, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Everyone, this is a time for you to answer questions. You can ask me anything about, from how to hack into tech sales, or how to get a better job in tech sales, how to get unstuck in tech sales. Um, and I'll tell you what I know from my personal experience and from the experiences that I'm having helping and coaching clients throughout the years. Recently, yes, I did come up with tech sales funnels, which is super exciting because I'm doubling down and focusing on tech sellers. But I have helped people from all sorts of industries in different types of jobs for the last 15 years. I have been doing coaching and I absolutely love, and that's why I do this full time now. So I'm going back here. Last week was really quiet and I didn't see one single question coming through, which is totally okay. Um, Give me a second here. I just want to make sure I'm on the right place. Yep. And I am on the right place. And it is live. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to type something here. Just give me 1 second. Feel free to ask any questions here or in my DM. Now, if you go try to connect during the week, and if you have a question, I'm gonna answer here live. Okay, that's the best I can do right now, everyone. As we speak, I'm trying to multiply myself, and once I figure that out, I'll let you know, and it's gonna be a blast for everyone. Um, and Now I let's try something here really fast. Oh yeah, you can do. There you go. You can do something like this. Now, so this week something funny happened this week. Not funny. It was about I think it was Tuesday night. I think it was Tuesday night. Anyways, it was probably like 11:30 midnight. I was already in bed, and then this crazy storm just hit. I live here in Dallas, Texas, and it was just pouring. You know, I could see the window shaking and stuff blowing on the window, and it was a little bit scary. But hey, I'm in Texas for almost 8 years already, so I got used to it. And honestly, I don't get scared and all of that. But my wife and my younger son, they were watching a movie and they were witnessing live the whole show outside. And then my son came, and then kind of desperate. Hey, there's water inside of the house. It's crazy. I was like, oh, water inside of the house. I was like, just let me sleep. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. I only have 3 hours to sleep. Let me sleep. And then he comes back again, and then I was like, just go away. Like, it's just a storm. And then my wife comes. She's like, I need your help. Get out of bed. I was like, oh shoot, this is problem. I should probably go and check it out. So I go downstairs in the front of the house, the bathroom, downstairs, and the living room. They're literally like water everywhere. I don't know. The water were coming from the ground up. It's just the foundation. There's something wrong here. The windows, through the house was just getting hammered by rain, and then there was a lot of water. So I helped them clean up everything. And then after 15 minutes, I'm like, I'm just gonna go outside, and I open the door. There's half of the tree is right in front of my door. I can't even get out of the house. It was that bad. Anyways, bad storm, bad weather, and then the next day we're able to clean up, like spend like 4 or 6 hours. So there has been an eventful week and very busy with life and different things, and uh, helping family, clients, myself. As an entrepreneur now, I'm wearing like hundreds of hats, and I'm totally cool about it, which I absolutely love. This is living the dream. I just love what I do, and just really busy. So it's Friday. I'm excited to be here. There's only 1 hour that I can speak to you. So if you have any questions, if you're listening to this live, drop a question. If you don't have a question, I'm going to start uh, talking about something. And then if you have a question, I'll stop. I got a few flashcards here. I'm very visual. And when I teach, when I coach, when I talk to my kids, I'm like, write it down. Like sometimes they come up with ideas. I'm like, hey, you gotta put on a piece of paper, show me, and then we'll talk. And then today I'm gonna show you some stuff. Really cool. And I'm having a thought. Maybe if you have an opinion, we can drop here in the chat, or if you listen to this another time, just let me know. I'm thinking about this whole, how can I give better value, right, to the community? How can I better help the tech sales community in general? And I thought about multiple things. I tried a community. I just couldn't keep up with it. I had to kind of like slow down a little bit on that strategy. Then I'm thinking about a newsletter announced and preparing all these amazing things. I created a job board that has all those jobs on all those big tech organizations every single day. And then I was preparing to do that daily newsletter. And then I'm still kind of hesitating because once I decide to do something, I like to do well, and I like to go all in. So I'm hesitating on that. But then I'm thinking a lot about the whole job search game. It's a daily battle, right? So I'm thinking a lot about this. Like instead of doing like a 1 hour show every Friday, I'm thinking about doing like maybe like a 15-minute sprint every day. Okay, so daily feed, daily talking about maybe a specific tactic, an interview questions that he can use, and do like the tech sales daily kind of show. And I think that's going to be more helpful on the long term, and on the short term. On the short term, it's just because the job seekers, I know you need daily feed, you need daily motivation, you need daily tactics, you need daily strategies, you need to fail fast, fail forward, and just keep moving forward. And I feel like doing this once a week is not enough. And so I'm thinking about, instead of making a big feast, just kind of do small meals every single day, and boom, 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 boom. And then every day, just give as much value as I can in 15 minutes or so, or maybe 30 minutes, and then make this live, and then take that live and maybe throw in a newsletter. So if you missed the live show, you can get on your email, you can watch this later, or you can see the scripted version, the written version, or whatever. Like, let's find a way to find information quick and fast, and so you can find a job as fast as possible. So I'm thinking about that. Come up with more details later, but that's coming, and it's coming fast too. So I'm slowing down here for just 1 second, and let me just keep moving. I'm listening to myself now. Yeah. Okay. I just opened the LinkedIn here. I have no idea who's listening, but if you're listening to this, just have any questions, drop the questions here. If you don't have any questions, that's totally fine. What I'm gonna do, I am going to drop here something that I just created this week. Put a lot of thoughts, had help from a friend of mine, and super excited. I'm actually so excited for this because this can save you time and money. This, what I'm going to show you here right now, can save you a lot of hours and of time. You try to figure out what to do, and money. And this is based on um, experience. It's based on statistics. It's based on um, coaching sessions. It's based on my personal strategy of how I teach people how can they get unstuck. And I'm actually putting a masterclass to go into more details, um, which is, I can show you here right now. So let me show you my screen really fast. Share screen, um, entire screen. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna show you my screen. You can see me live here, but you don't need that. So this is super cool, everyone. It took me probably 2 weeks to get this ready. So I'm calling the offer code quiz. Basically, it only is 2 or 3 minutes. If you take this quiz, it will literally help you with your strategy, your job search strategy. It's not going to give everything, of course, but it will definitely help you. So all you gotta do is just click here. It's gonna take you to this page, and then in 2 minutes, you're gonna find out what's holding you back. You're gonna find out. It's gonna give you a press. There's about eight, nine, no, eight, nine types of job seekers out there. It's gonna give you which one you are and what you probably should do right away to 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 make progress on your job search. So super cool. All right, it's free. Just click. It's gonna take you 2 minutes. Get started. Um, and I'm super excited to have this now. Uh, at the end of the quiz, there is an invite actually for the masterclass, but the masterclass right here is June 16th. It's gonna be an hour and a half, and then the last 30 minutes. I'm booking the last 30 minutes for Q&A. But it's going to be like a class. It's a master class. You can ask questions during the presentation. You can stop me. My goal is just to help you. It's free. Again, stop applying, start closing the referral-driven playbook for tech sellers. There's only 30. There's a couple of people who registered already, and there's still, honestly, there's almost like 90% of the spots open. I have nothing to hide. If there is one person there, they're gonna get a personalized 2 hours one-on-one coaching from me. So good for them. If they study, they're gonna get it's gonna be a 1 to 30. If there's 10, it's gonna be 1 to 10. If there is one, it's gonna be 1 to 1. And whoever shows up is gonna get value. It's gonna get my best, and I'm gonna help them to get unlocked. So I'm gonna talk too much about me here, but I do want to show that this is available here now. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And yeah, questions. If you have any questions about the quiz, about the masterclass, now's a good time to ask. Actually, good time to ask questions about. And I'm gonna put the link here. Let me go ahead and put the link right here. Take the quiz. You are a I don't know if you are there you go. This is going to work for experienced tech sellers because the questions are tailored for people who are in tech sales, like mid-career experienced tech sellers, people who wants to uh, level up. They feel stuck. They're trying to, let's see. There you go. I think I posted twice. Okay, cool. And also, I will put a link here for the masterclass in case you want to join. Let's put the link right here. But everyone, any questions? Again, it's really quiet, so it's okay with me if it's quiet. I can still teach. I can still give some value and show. I know some people are listening to this, and they're listening to this on their own time, lunchtime, or on the car or whatever. And it's totally cool. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But I will start teaching here in just a second. Teach you something that I feel like is super, super important. So let's talk about the quiz. Let's talk about this. I think this is what we're gonna do. This is how this is gonna go today, everyone. Let me talk about the 9 types of. I don't know if I'll have time to talk about everyone, but and if I have to stop, I'll stop. But I want to talk about the 9 types of job seekers. And if you are looking for a job right now, if you are one of those, you're gonna relate to it, and you're gonna realize, oh, interesting. Okay, this is exactly how I feel, and this is exactly what the problems that I'm going through. This is exactly what I need to do. Um, and let's just remove this out of the way here. Cool, perfect, awesome. Let's go. Let me open this page here to help me out. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let me get some flashcards. It's gonna be easier if I do on a flashcard. Hey, if you have any questions, I'll stop and I'll answer your questions. Okay. You can go to my DM and answer questions from my DM. I'm here for you. This time is yours. But if you don't ask questions, I'm not gonna just sit here. And if you're listening to this, give a thumbs up right now. If you're okay with me moving forward, and then just filling those cards up and teaching you about the 9 types of the tech sellers, I'm more than happy to do that right now. So stop using large monitors. Stop using large monitors. What is that? I got two big large monitors here. Ayrton. Yep. So, and that is my screen right here, and I got one big screen here. In fact, I can show you. Give me a second. So there's one monitor right here, and there's another monitor right here. That's me right there. Uh, and um, and there's a little laptop right here. Give me 1 second. All right, so ready? Right now, I'm going to talk about the 9 types of job seekers. I know there's a lot of people out there looking for jobs, especially here on LinkedIn. My goal is to help you, and I'm going to do my best. Now, if you want to find out who you are, just take the quiz. I just put the quiz right here in the chat. If you're a job seeker, and if you're a tech seller, and if you're looking for your best next opportunity, um, go to the quiz. Now, the first one, and I see that all the time. Shoot, did I Explorer? The number one is called the passive explorer. Why they're passive? The word already says they're not as active. So if you're not active, you're passive. They're just uh, they're just reactive. They talk about the government. They talk about Trump and then Elon Musk and what's going to do to their job search. They talk about um, how hard they they they're getting attacked by their mindset is getting hit by all those external things which they cannot control, but they're still exploring. So they're explorers, right? So there's a quote here: "If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there." Lewis Carroll. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. That's the passive explorer. Um, they're not actively searching, they're not actively looking, they're not actively networking, they're not positioning themselves, and there's no real signal of momentum. So they're not getting interviews. They're just passively exploring. Does that make sense? Questions about that one? If you feel like you're there, this is what you need. Okay, I'm gonna on the back end. I'm gonna do a high level explanation. They are cold, and basically Let me see how I can do this here. Just give me a second, everyone. Hang with me for just a moment. Okay. All right. So the passive explorer. Okay. They have. So I do this all the time, and I'm gonna try to show you here again. Um, so I'm gonna call S strategy. I'm gonna say visibility and communication. Okay. S for strategy, V for visibility. This is a V, by the way. Visibility, strategy. I don't think I can talk about all of them. Communication. So the passive explorer on strategy, visibility, and communication, guess what? They don't have a strategy. They don't have visibility, and they're not communicating themselves properly. So I can go on and on and on each section, but this is what's happening. They're basically right on the three areas, everyone. Passive explorer, they need strategy, visibility, and communication. Now, again, if you don't know where you're going, any road is a possibility for you. So the world it's full of possibilities. But guess what? Once you don't have you don't have a target, you don't know where you're going. What's the point, right? So you want to be strategic. You want to take control of your career. You want to know exactly where you're going, which companies you're applying. If you're just like, hey, I want to go on a vacation, and it can be vacation, it can be anything. You can do a staycation, you can go to the movie theater, or you can go all the way to Hawaii and have a whole week on the beach with your family. The two can be a definition of vacation. So define your goal. Okay, that's the passive explorer. All right, number one. Hey, if anyone has any questions, I'll stop and I'll go over this specific profile. But if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Okay, very, very important thing to remember. So don't be passive explorer. That's all I can say. Bam. Passive explorer. No. If you're a passive explorer, you're not gonna get a job. You might, you might end up in an island on a place where you don't even know what you're doing, who you're gonna work with. It might be a waste of your time and energy. Yeah, I'm gonna move on, everyone, because I got nine types of job seeker. You just talked about one, and here you go. Number two. Number two. I love this one, and I think a lot of people can relate to this one. This is called, ready? The invisible performer. So here it is. Nobody can see them. It's almost like they're invisible. The invisible performers. You know how you define? They have I'm gonna read from here. Invisible performer. Okay. By the way, if you want to find out who you are, just take the quiz. But you have your high on strategy. Your visible. So let's go back to the driving board here. Driving board. Drawing board. All right. So again, everyone, strategy, and then we have, gosh, visibility. You're gonna memorize those words by the end of this communication. Again, everyone, you only need three things to get your job: strategy, visibility, and communication. Okay. All the coaches call different names. This is what I called, and I explained in the last last week why I call those three names. They're big words for a reason, because it's big things that you can do underneath them. There's multiple layers like an onion that you can slice and dice depending on what you need. As a coach, my responsibility to see what you need, right? If you need more strategy, you need more visibility, you need more communication, you need all of them. But now, listen carefully. If you are if you are an invisible performer, this is what's happening to you. And I'm gonna use the green and the red. I don't have a yellow here today, but we're either gonna be green or you're either gonna be red. Okay, either good or not good. Red, bad. Green, good. Okay, simple as that, everyone. So, invisible performer strategy. You're good. You have some good strategy going on there. Visibility. You don't have it. Hence the name, invisible. And then communication. Fine, I'll give you some credit. You're trying. So you got some red. You don't want to do that, but you gotta communicate yourself better. So this is how you look like. Alright? You got a good strategy, you don't have visibility, but you got some. I'll give you some credit for communicating, for trying. So here's a quote for the invisible performer. Right? It's not what you do, it's who knows you do it. Again, it's not what you do, it's about who know what you do it. You need visibility. You are an invisible performer. Now, I can tell you a personal story, and you might relate to this or not. So, when I first got into tech sales, I was a performer. I was good. I was like getting good reviews. I was um, uh, hitting my numbers. And I was working for IBM. I was having the time of my life, and I was a good performer, and I was getting rewarded by that. But then I wasn't getting much visibility outside of my team, and because my team didn't have a lot of opportunities for growth and opportunities, and then I was just stuck, right? So now, in order to get out of that, I needed to get visibility outside of my team, inside of IBM and outside of IBM, and that's when I moved up. That's when I decided to move forward, right? So technically, 5 years ago, I was an invisible performer. Nobody kind of knew me. I didn't take much time to network. It was kind of COVID. Everyone was laying low, just kind of trying to survive. And I just had a daughter. I was just busy. I was just doing my job, doing my thing. And then a lot of people can resonate with that. Like a lot of people that I talk with, they are good people, good performers, good hard workers, but they're invisible and they need to work on their visibility. So people just can't see them. So if you're joining right now the call, if you're listening to this, there's 9 type of job seekers out there. By the way, you probably won't see this any other place. I just came up with those things. And I'm teaching now, and I teach that to my clients. And if you are a tech seller and if you feel like you need to find out who you are, just take the quiz. It's free. It's gonna take you 2 minutes. It's gonna give you a profile. But the there's 9 type of job seekers out there, and we talked about the passive, which is they need help on the 3 areas, and we talk about the invisible performer who needs help on those areas. Now I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I need to know who's listening to this. Any questions? Is this resonating with anyone? Let me take a. I get excited sometimes and I just keep talking. This time's for you. Okay, I'm just talking because there's no questions here. It's DayvissonGPT live. I'm here to answer your questions. If you have questions during the week, this is how and where I'm going to answer your questions. If you want to send questions to my DM, I can answer from my DM. I want to take a quick break here, and I'm going to take a look on my LinkedIn page and see if there's any questions that came from my DM. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Our training paid off. So just got a note from one of my clients. Interview went great. When they asked blah blah blah, why not now? I made 100% about them and I answer every question. So the start method, our training paid off. That's awesome. Woo! That's a win. And you know, I get those, and this is what makes my day, and I'm super happy. You know, keep my people's names private. But I love this stuff. It is so exciting for me. Anyways, let me look at my profile. I have a question here. Okay, let me answer this question. Give me a second. I know it's here somewhere. All right, so I had a friend. He's looking for jobs, and unfortunately got laid off. And of course, like many, kind of getting frustrated and trying to get help. And again, everyone, I try to do my best to help everyone, but I literally have time to help my clients and take care of my family right now. It's just been crazy, right? Trying to do multiple things. But again, I'll do my best, and I'm here live to help you live. This is live. It's 9:37 a.m. Central Time, Dallas, Texas. I'm here for you to help your questions. So you can't complain that I'm not making time for you. Okay. Now, um, this friend of mine wants to jump on a call. I literally I don't have time right now. I just can't. I can't, like, I'm booked back to back, and I don't have like a 30 minutes, 1 hour time to talk to them. But I'm trying to help. So basically, here's a strategy. Okay, if you see, instead of applying for 100 jobs online, don't do it. Okay, don't apply to 100 jobs a day online. Just don't. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mind. It's not a good strategy. Don't go shotgun everywhere. Um, I know it sells. You sell yourself. It feels like it's a numbers game. But guess what? Every single application that you send to the world, and then you're gonna be waiting for that. You're gonna be checking your email for that. You're gonna get a note for that, and that's gonna mess up your brain, and it's gonna burn you out quickly. Now, apply for a lot, but apply strategically. If you're applying strategically, if you get invited to apply for those jobs, if you get invited by recruiters, by friends, by hiring managers, by no means, if you're getting that number of of invitations, just go for it. But if you're just applying, easy apply and randomly sending resumes, it's not gonna bring you the money, okay? So I just told him, like, I sent a link, a post of someone who is literally saying, "Hey, I'm hiring BDRs. This hiring manager is saying, hey, I am hiring someone. Send me a message." So what do? Do you say, "I'm interested"? No. Do you just like the post? No. You like the post, you go research the company, research the hiring manager, and then you send a very targeted message to that hiring manager. You can even send your resume, you can send a portfolio, whatever you want to do. Be different, make an impact, and then you might hear back. There's likelihood for you to hear back, and then you might get an interview. Now, do that instead of applying for 100 jobs a day. Do that 10 times a day, and get back to me and tell me what works. how many conversations you're gonna have, how many people you're gonna be talking with, how you're feeling about yourself, and how confident you are that you can get a job. So again, instead of doing 100 applications, do like 10 networking trials and come back to me, and then please tell me what works best. Maybe 1 week you try one strategy, the other week you try the other strategy, and tell me what works best. Okay. So I just told him to do that, and do that 3 times a day, and instead of applying for jobs, and use LinkedIn to find opportunities and communicate with people. That's the best advice I can give for that specific, because I know exactly what he's trying to do, right? And I know right now I cannot physically be all over the place, and because every time I say yes to another call, I say no to my family, right? And I have to keep a balance, and it's very important for me to help everyone the best way I can. Like I'm here right now trying, but I just cannot be on every single call or every request that I get. I read something on LinkedIn this week I thought was funny, and this another career coach is like, I'm done with all those cuff chats conversations. I'm not doing that anymore. It's dead forever. I thought it was so funny because I feel her pain, and I know exactly how it feels. We all want to help people. We all want to give our best, but we can only do so much. And so I made a comment like caffeine free forever because she's not doing coffee chats anymore. It's really funny. Okay, everyone, questions? Any questions here? If you don't have any questions, if you're alive, you just like my shirt or my background or my voice, my accent, whatever. Stay alive. But if you have questions, drop your questions here right now. That's your time. I literally have about 20 minutes to answer anything, and I'll do my best to give you strategy. Okay, if you want, like a course, if you want like you know, what is it? A step-by-step process, blah blah blah. Go to ChatGPT, go to Google, just ask, and then you shall receive. They're gonna give you everything. You're gonna get 100 pages of things that you can do. I'm more like a specialist, a strategist, a job. I have been doing this for over 15 years, so I've seen it all. I have helped, not everyone, but I have helped a lot of people. I'm not gonna claim that like some people say, thousands and thousands of people that I help get jobs. No, I helped several people change their lives, and successfully. 100% of the people that I helped, they got jobs, they got alignment. So it's life coaching, career coaching, job search strategy. So I'm here to help in different areas. So if you do have a question, now's your time to ask. If you don't have a question, it's fine. I'm just going to move on. So today I'm talking about, this week I just dropped a quiz about how you can find out what type of job seeker you are. There's 9 out there, by the way. And if you're looking for a job, you are one of those 9. So there's no way around. So I already talked about the passive explorer and what they need, strategy. I talk about the invisible performer. That's what they need. Now I'm going to talk about number 3. Since I don't have any questions here, that gives me. This is one of my favorites, actually. Not favorite because I'm happy about it. It's my favorite because majority of people are just like this one. A majority of job seekers are just like this one. Let me tell you. It's number 3. Here you go, everyone. Ready? Maybe more than, I don't know the stats, but I should come up with that. I just launched the quiz this week, so I don't have the statistics. I got a few people who took the quiz, but anyways, I'm gonna come up with the stats. The number 3 type of job seeker. Everyone ready? The ghosted closer. The ghosted closer. Yes. Right here. Can you see it? Yeah. Let me tell you why the ghosted closer. Okay. Now a little quote. You were so close to victory. Here. I wrote down a quote here. You were so close to victory. Don't dare to give up now. Okay. So if you're the ghosted closer, you're so close to victory. Don't dare to give up right now. Let's talk about what the ghosted closer looks like. All right. First, again, don't forget, if you're not getting a job right now, don't go too far. You have three biggest areas that you need to work on it. All right. Here you go. The big words. The big words for a reason. Now, if you are a ghosted closer, let's talk about a ghosted closer. And to get the offer, you need the strategy, visibility, communication. So they're high. Again, red bad, green good. They're high on strategy. So I almost put red, it's green. So they're good. They have a good strategy. They're closer, right? They know what they want at the end, and they're sellers. I'm talking to you right now. You're a good seller. You're a closer on real life, and you can close yourself on the interview process. But you're getting ghosted. Being called for interviews. Um, so somewhat, yeah. Let's just go like this. High strategy is low visibility, very low visibility, because you're getting ghosted. And communication, yeah, you're okay on communication because you're a closer. It's more like this. Okay. And you know what? You should probably do some better strategy too. Okay, so this is how it looks like, everyone. Strategy is strong, but you still have to fix it. Visibility is bad. That's why you're getting ghosted. And communication, you know how to communicate once you are in front of the right people, but right now you're getting ghosted, right? So if that's you are I'm reading from here right now. Your interview went well. No, I'm sorry. You're actually not even interviewing. You interview well because you're good at communication. You interview well, and get close to offers, but you stall out towards the end. Like you don't get the offer. You actually don't get an offer. And you get caught. You get caught in this almost zone due to low visibility. Now let's talk a little bit about visibility because that's a big word, right? And I use that for a reason. And that means that you got to the end and you didn't have a strong network. Okay, you're good interviewing, you're good at strategy, your resume looks good, but you're getting ghosted towards the end because of visibility to the people that know, like, and trust you. So you didn't get enough visibility with people that knew you, liked you, and trusted you. Maybe one out of the four people that you were talking with, interviewing with, maybe you got closer to them, but you didn't have enough visibility. So again, you had some strategy, could do a little bit better, good at communicating, but you don't have the right visibility, which means that um, the quote is right here. You were so close to victory. You're so close to victory. You got to the final rounds, and then you get ghosted, right? So advice: don't you dare to stop because you're doing good things. You're getting to the final rounds, and then you're actually making it happen, which not many people can do. But you get a visibility, and there's multiple things that you can do in order to do that. So we're a closer. Don't forget. So don't you dare to not want to close yourself, right, to your next opportunity. So again, everyone, I think I only have time to talk about three today. Yeah, I talk about the passive explorer. I talk about the sorry, you can see this better. Talked about the passive explorer, what you need to do. Talked about invisible performer, what you need to do. I talked about the ghosted closer, what you need to do. Yeah, this is our strategy. I'm a job search strategist. I talk about principles and things that you can go and apply now, later in the future. And the same thing was 10 years ago. I don't talk about specifically about tools, and I even though I use them with my coaching, I use them with my clients, but I'm not here to promote any. I'm just here to help you with strategy. I have about 10 minutes left. Any questions here, please, and I'll answer them. I'm ready, and I'm ready. This is empty. I'm here to help you. This is your time. I'm here to answer any questions. Let me go back to. I think I only have time to talk about three today, and maybe next week I'll talk about three more, and then three more. So there is nine types. Um, if you are if you're hungry, if you are a passive explorer or invisible performer or ghosted closer, whoever you are, and you feel like you want to know more about those things, I do have a go to my page and sign up for the masterclass. It's only for sellers, tech sellers only, experienced tech sellers, like 2, 3, 5 years of experience. They feel stuck, they feel like they can't move on, they feel like they're getting ghosted, they're getting performance reviews. They know they can do a better job, get paid more money. They're not seeing possibilities, or they just lost a job, they need to rebound back. If that's you, I'm here to help you on that masterclass. If that's not you, it's fine. You can just keep following me on LinkedIn. I'm thinking about everyone. I'm thinking about doing this instead of once a week, 1 hour. I'm thinking about actually doing daily. Yes, daily, just because job seekers, they need help daily. They need to be fed daily. They need to be motivated daily. This is a mental game, everyone, and you need to apply strategy and you need to keep moving. And so I'm thinking about, instead of sending newsletters that they're gonna get buried on your thousand of emails or 5 emails that you have, I want to come live. I want to show you how to do it. Live coaching daily. That's the goal, and I'm gonna get there. Let me put some thought on this. But that's what I woke up thinking about today. Um, I don't see anyone doing this daily on a daily basis. Um, so I'm a prime mover. As you can see here, I like to do. I'm a pioneer on different things, and I just need to have a good plan because I don't like to do something and stop. So bear with me. You might see me here more, uh, teaching more about how to get unstuck, how to move to get your next best job. I'm doing this because I remember when I was at IBM for 5 years, 5 years on the same team, kind of moved in different positions but the same pay, and I was like, this is not right, this is not good. It wasn't my manager's fault either. That was just the structure of how things were going, and I have to move up. And then I found my way out to Microsoft, doubled my income, tripled with performance, and um, I, I had no idea that I could even do that. So if I can do it, I'll teach you the way. I'll show you the way. So it's my goal here. Keep following me here on LinkedIn. Um, Let me close this today. I'm going back to one of my posts here. Just give me a second, really fast. And so let's bring some energy here towards the end. And 5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes left. If you have any questions, please drop on the chat, and I'm here to help you. Um, I'm just gonna go to my posts here this week and see a post that I can talk about it. Only those last few minutes. By the way, this week, beginning of the week, I dropped a really cool podcast that I had with Bernard Smith. He's a cloud solution architect for Microsoft. Awesome podcast. Go check it out. I absolutely love it. The guy is amazing. The guy is just making doing magic. I call him the Black Panther, Wakanda forever. Yeah, he's amazing. I shout out for you, Bernard. Thanks so much for jumping on my podcast this week. I loved it. Also, I announced a partnership that I had with Career Flow. Career Flow, it's one of the best uh, AI tools out there for job seekers, and I needed to partner with them, so we're now partners, and all my all my clients have access to that solution. Super exciting. Now, there are 3 minutes left. Let me close with this. Um, all right. So, the beginning of the call, I told you that this week I got hit by a really bad storm and knocked like a third of my tree in front of my house. There's pictures on LinkedIn. I posted on LinkedIn, and but man, also like just cleaning and being healthy and with my family working together. I got the um, people helping, and I just felt like a huge sense of gratitude. Even not even the damage and all this bad storm, but hey, we're still alive. There's our home's still here, and we're safe. Um, this immense uh, feeling of gratitude for just being present and being alive, and it made me reflect a lot about life, storms. And I wrote down here, right? uh, Big storms, big mess is always a big reminder, right? So sometimes if you're going through a big storm right now, let's say if you got laid off, it's a big storm, it's a big mess, but also it's going to be a big opportunity for you to rebrand yourself, a big opportunity for you to remember to be grateful for the things you still have, right? For to remember the things that you learned from your job, to remember your teammates, your managers, the people who actually helped you to grow. So it's a time of gratitude. I get it. Listen, hey, listen, I have been there, and I have been also unemployed twice, and laid off once, and I know it's not good. It's a big storm, but the best way for you to get out of it, this biggest shortcut for you to get out of it, just first find an opportunity to serve. Service is the biggest shortcut to solve any problem that you have in your entire life. Not only to get through a layoff, but anything. Just find an opportunity to serve, helping others, because you're gonna see that your problems are almost nothing in comparison to others. And then two, just it's a time of gratitude. A time of gratitude. Find gratitude. Find things to be grateful for on the storms of life, and that's gonna make your problems much easier. Um, and I have a little tagline here: that storms don't last forever, but your growth, that's what matters, right? Storms will not last forever, but your growth. Uh, and by the way, don't want to break any bad news here, but you either going towards a storm, you either on the middle of a storm, or you're either getting out of a storm. All right, so a storm is just part of life. It's just part of life. You're either going towards one, in the middle of one, or getting out of one. So make the best of it. You need on that, no matter which stage you are of that storm, and let me know how I can help. Send me questions. Send me a DM. I'm gonna be here to help you. Do my best to help. I absolutely love this opportunity. I know we talked about passive explorer. We talked about visible performer. We talked about the ghost closer. If it's one of you, I wish you the best, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.